So, good afternoon or good morning, West Ham fans. Hope your weekend's going well. Let's predict the 11 ahead of the game at lunchtime. Yes, everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. Hope your weekend's going swimmingly. How many Easter eggs have you eaten? How many hot cross buns have you eaten? Let me know in the comments below. All the important topical debates on the West Ham Network. As we always do, a few short hours before we kick off at St James's Park. If you're going to the game, start walking to get up that to get up to the top. We try and predict the 11. Now, from a West Ham perspective, we've got, with the exception of Alvarez, in theory, a fully fit squad. Although we know that Mohamed Kudus, there's a slight doubt on him. He obviously didn't go to the Ghana internationals during the international break with a shoulder injury. We know Antonio didn't travel to Jamaica or travel to the US to play for Jamaica in the CONCACAF semi and fourth place playoff. We know Edson Alvarez is suspended for today. He'll be suspended for Tuesday, and he'll be back for the Wolves game, but then suspended again for the Leverkusen first leg in Germany. Newcastle, very different. They've got a lot of players out, including Lewis Millie, who was another one who's just out for 3 or 4 weeks. The likes of Joe Linton, Callum Wilson potentially out, Livramento potentially out, but maybe more likely to be back in. Trippier, more likely to come back. Nick Pope's out. Ben Botman's out. They must have 7 or 8 players, first team players out. So it is a good time to play them. But we know West Ham. We are West Ham supporters. We know nothing is a given, particularly. Although it's a great opportunity. We're playing sides, near, although there's sort of 3 or 4 of us. I think us, Wolves, Newcastle, probably that's it, competing for that. Maybe Brighton competing for that 7th spot. So let's have a go and see if we can predict the 11. So let's press the right button first. So here we go. Now, I think some of it's quite easy, personally. I think for me, Areola is between the sticks. Goes without saying. I think we have Emerson left back. Vladimir didn't travel with the Czech Republic squad because he was a naughty boy last time, I believe. So he's there. I think. What do I think? I think Moyes at the moment is trusting this Mavropanos and Zuma partnership probably more than a Gerd. I don't agree with it. I'd rather a Gerd instead of Zuma, to be perfectly honest. Just because I think he offers a bit more mobility, particularly if you want to play slightly more on the front foot. I think he's more akin to that sort of type of football than maybe Zuma is. Obviously, we spoke yesterday about potentially Saudi Pro League being interested in them in the summer, which I think they could be interested in both of them potentially, and I think there could be a world where you see both of them leave in the summer potentially. But obviously, Zuma is captain. Then I think Phillips comes in. He's now got a run of games. This is why we got him on loan. In my opinion, this is exactly why we got him on loan. We've been a little bit toothless, I think, when Edson's been out with injury or with suspension. But having someone who, on paper, is a very good player. He's now got a 3-game run in essence, or 3 out of the 4. 2 out of the next 3 games, rather, he'll be playing in terms of the Newcastle game. He'll probably play in the Spurs game. And then obviously in Freiburg in Leverkusen as well, the week after next. So there's a real opportunity for him to do what we're paying him a lot of wages to do, and come in and keep the ship going without Edson being in that position. Tommy Soucek alongside him in that sort of double pivots, and then I think he plays Antonio. I think Antonio starts if he's fit. I think he starts. If he starts, then I think what he'll do is do what he did in the last couple of games where JWP has been on the bench. And then again, if Kudus is fit, then Kudus plays on the right hand side. Jared plays so left hand side. Jared plays on the right hand side, although they interchange. Let's move Antonio up a little bit, and then Lucas in the middle. I think he is on fire at the moment. Scoring in the last minute penalty equaliser for Brazil. He's played back to back games for them, so he'll be absolutely firing on all cylinders. So for me, it makes perfect sense to keep him in the centre of the park, just going crazy and just being Lucas Paqueta. If one of them, say if Antonio or Kudus is out, then it does change it slightly. If it was, I think, if Antonio was out, then I think Bowen comes in. I think Kudus goes onto the right hand side. I think Paqueta then moves onto the left hand side. JWP comes in. Similarly, if Kudus is out, then Bowen drops into that position, and Antonio stays up front. And I think they keep JWP on as a 10 role. So variations based on who's injured. We don't really know. Moyes' press conference was very sort of non-committal, as you'd imagine, because it would give anyhow a massive, boost or massive problem either way. Now he doesn't know what's happening. I imagine personally, I reckon they would both. We haven't really heard much coming out of the camp that they are not. They might. I think I saw that Kudus was 50-50, but that was only based on PremierInjuries.com. We'll see. I'm sure something will come out as soon as I've recorded this that he's out. But regardless of that, anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think. I think that makes sense, really. Can't really see anything too controversial there, I think. And until next time, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, enjoy your hot cross buns, and I'll see you soon. Come your wines.